what's your name?
I'm Eli.
And what have you been up to since quarantine started?
I've just been hanging out at home, doing school as everybody else is, and doing some writing and some painting, and what else? I have a list of like to do stuff, so I'm looking at that. And some cooking and all that wonderful good stuff.
What have you been writing about?
Well, I've been editing my manuscript. I wrote a book and it's done now. So I had to edit all of that and I finished that. And now I'm doing editing it back in the software because I printed it all so I could have like physical stuff so I could do it without like staring at my computer. So that's fun.
Is there like a little teaser you can give me if you're comfortable?
There's a kid, and he meets another kid, and then they start dating, and then they break up. And it sounds really trashy and like YA stupid like teen book, but it's really not. It's just like, it's hard to explain because there's a lot of like plot stuff.
When did you like start writing that?
I started writing it like I think 2 years ago, but I didn't start working on it seriously until like about a year ago. Because at first I started it as like a coping thing to like kind of help with like stuff that was happening to me in life, and then it was like, oh, this is getting like really long and not like a weird short story, and I was like, oh, maybe I should just write a book because I've always liked writing and it's always been like a thing that I do like in life. So it's yeah.
That's really cool. Has it like has writing it helped you cope with quarantine at all?
A little. It's helped me like with just like as a distraction more than like serious coping. It's more of like when I'm bored, it's something I can pick up without really having to do any like preparation or like stuff like that. So it's nice to just like sit down and do it.
What has like editing it been like for you? Because I know that when I look back at my old writing, even if it's like a couple weeks ago, I just like it's a really like it can be an uncomfortable process. How are you doing with that?
Editing is so difficult, especially in manuscript, because like I really like video editing. It's one of my hobbies. And that's like the best, most awesome thing in the world. But editing my manuscript was like so painstaking because it's how many words is it? It's over 75,000 words long. So it was like it took me about a month to get through it all, especially because like at the beginning of quarantine, I was like, I'm gonna work on this every day. And then I stopped working on it because I got like really like down and I was like, I don't want to do anything. So I started up again, and then it was like it just took a really long time. And then also reading it because when I was writing it, it like took a long time. And then when I went back in the document to edit out all the bits that I hated, it was like, wow, I really wrote that. And it's like, yeah, I really did. It's like, but yeah, it's been interesting to see my growth, I think, because there's definitely a big difference between my writing in the beginning of it and the writing at the end of it. But it's all now I have to like incorporate everything to make it like seem like it's not two different people writing it, I guess. So yeah.
Do you have any like plans or hopes for the future of your book and your manuscript?
So I'm in the process of looking for an agent right now. I have a couple friends who have published books before who are helping me with like a query letter and all that good stuff, which is super, super hard to do, especially because people reject you more times than not. So it's interesting.